vegetables like carrots, kale, broccoli, cauliflower, beets, and asparagus. Eventually, we decided on broccoli, beets, carrots, and cauliflower. Cauliflower especially is good to plant, since right now is the best time to plant it. We have a good amount of plants in the ground that are all plenty nutritious. In a survival situation, we would need to consume about 1,900 calories a day. One stalk of broccoli contains 50 calories and are a source of fiber and vitamin K. One cup of beets has 60 calories, and cauliflower has about 150 calories per head. Carrots are also a great source of carbs and vitamin A.
As a fertilizer, we use peat. Peat is found in our salt marsh and is a very good fertilizer. Peat aerates and enriches the soil. It also retains water extremely well. It retains up to 20 times its weight in water.
After claiming our area, we turned over the soil as we found in our research that it is important for the soil to get a good amount of airflow and oxygen. Since we were planting 4 different vegetables, this required putting them into different rows. And as you can see in the video, we used a trowel to dig up holes which we later placed the seeds into. According to the Farmer's Almanac, we were able to determine which plants would be the best to plant. We found that cauliflower would grow the fastest, whereas broccoli, beets, and carrots would take a little while before growing. Because of this, we had to find an easy way to make a greenhouse. Although it is not shown, we created one using a plastic bin by poking holes all throughout it. This bin will be placed over our plants. Although we have many defense systems, this homemade greenhouse would act as another example, as well as making our growing season last longer. Although it might seem crazy, the first frost actually helps our plants. As an example, when researching, we found that carrots actually taste better and have more nutrients if they are harvested after the first frost. If all goes well, our plants should be ready to harvest in about 6 to 8 weeks.
Full irrigation system is the suction-based one. So this is a plunger. It's kind of important to, making everything work. So it's a bit finicky, so it's not perfect, but it functions. So you take the plunger, you put it in, and you push down, which expels all the air from the system, and then out into the irrigation system for now. And then you pull back up, and then you repeat a couple times, and then you should have, if you have water on the end, the water should be coming through into the irrigation system, and then repeat until it's full, and then just leave it to drain. This animated GIF is a cross-section of a functioning vacuum pump like the one described previously in action.
Defenses. Coffee grounds. Coffee grounds are our inner line of defense and were used to give us time to erect fences. They last about 2 weeks, and the bitter smell they give off wards off squirrels and deer. Mothballs would have been an alternate solution, however, we did not have access to them at the time. Scarecrow. A scarecrow is used as both a marker for our group and a possible deterrent to birds. Another defense we could have possibly used, but opted not to, are CDs. CDs are reflective, and this reflection might have drove animals away.
One method for our defense was a wire garden fence to fence off our garden. The fence is about 4 feet tall and has chicken wire on the top of it to prevent birds and squirrels from climbing up the side and getting into the garden. At the bottom of the fence, we put rocks to prevent animals from squeezing underneath the fence. The wire fence is held up by poles that go into the ground. Considering all of the sources of food we have, we could live off our garden for a couple of weeks. Our defenses would not fail for a very long time. The fence would not fall down due to the post in the ground holding the fence up. Our irrigation system is also very consistent and reliable and can bring water uphill.